Hello, my name is Jerry Grubbs. I am a certified instructor in the Institute for Excellence in Writing method. I'd like to share with you the classes that I'll be bringing in this IEW method to PAGY this semester. In the IEW program, we have 9 different units. We alternate between report writing units and inventive writing units, which would involve things such as stories and prompt-based writing. Younger students in grades 4 and 5 will get through unit 7, usually in a text, and older students in grades 6, 7, and 8 will usually get through all 9 units. We will teach the introduction and conclusion in units 8 and 9 in their full form. We will alternate different types of essays that we write, and along with these 9 units, we utilize a checklist of stylistic techniques that we will incorporate throughout the classes that I'll talk about in just a moment. So what does a class look like? We will begin with spending about 10 or 15 minutes on grammar. We will use one of the 6 books that are available. I am happy to make personalized recommendations for a specific grammar level for your student. I have an assessment available that you're welcome to email me to get a hold of and send that back to me before you make your purchases of the books so that I can make a more specific recommendation on what grammar level I think would work best for your student. In any of my classes, students are always welcome to work on the grammar level that they need, but I will be focusing on a specific grammar book in each class, and that'll be spelled out in the course description and materials list. So this grammar book has 30 weeks of lessons with 4 days per week. During class, I will cover the new material being introduced or reviewed that week, along with the day 1 passage. We'll label that together as a class, and your student will be asked to do days 2, 3, and 4 as homework. They'll have a teacher's guide, which is written at the student's level and is an opportunity for them to check their own work. After we complete our grammar section of class, we'll move on to working through creating an outline. And initially, we'll do this together as a class, and students will eventually be asked to create outlines on their own or have opportunities to do additional paragraphs and create additional paragraph outlines on their own as well. This skill of writing down some 3 keywords for ideas and then adding style techniques that we'll teach gives the students an opportunity to practice paraphrasing, putting ideas in their own words. And we're going to begin there. We have different style techniques, as I mentioned, that are known as dress-ups, sentence openers, and decorations. Over time, those are introduced and required of students to place in each paragraph. So we utilize a checklist to give clear expectations of what students should include in each paragraph. In addition to these items, we ask them to use one vocabulary word, and these words are designed to go with our unit. So the words that come along with the source texts are often a little bit challenging and give your students a chance to build their vocabulary. There are some quizzes available, and I utilize Quizlet for them to be able to practice for those vocabulary quizzes. These checklists that we use are customizable. So each student has the opportunity to progress through the checklist in order at their own pace. It is common for students who are brand new to IEW to take a little bit more time on certain style elements that naturally aren't occurring for them yet, and breeze through some elements that they naturally incorporate. And over time, they'll be able to include what's easy for them plus one new thing that they're working on and work through mastering that list at their own pace. In addition, we will do some of that brainstorming together in class, so they'll be given tips on how to include different style techniques. These elements are things that high school and college essays are looking for. Sometimes teachers call them by different terms, so I will introduce some of those common ways that teachers refer to looking for things like vivid imagery or a variety of sentences. I will ask students to label the style elements that they're doing so that they're recognizing the wonderful style that they are using and see how far they've come over the course of the year with all the new things that they've learned. This is one of the things that takes a little bit of time for students to adjust to. So if you have a younger student and you're looking over their shoulder a bit, just make sure that they're getting accustomed to the labeling system. The instructions are in every assignment. So for homework, you can expect the homework assignments will be posted in Google Classroom. Those invitations to join the class and classroom are sent to students' emails after registration is complete. There will be 1 to 2 paragraphs per week expected of students in grades 4 and 5. And in grades 6, 7, and 8, there'll be 1, 2, or 3 paragraphs per week assigned. It is entirely fine with me to make adjustments to the homework as well. So please reach out if your student is overwhelmed with the homework load. I have suggestions I can make of things that we can change in order to help them have the right load of homework for the time that they have available. As I mentioned, there's also going to be the grammar requested to be spending about 10 to 15 minutes per day for 3 different days per week is best because they will learn the grammar concepts and master them much faster if they're touching grammar for a short bit of time, but more often than trying to do it all at once. The grammar is cumulative, the checklist is cumulative, so they're going to have all year to continue to work on these elements until they master them and feel very comfortable. Our shopping list for the IEW materials are ready for our classes for this semester. There are direct links provided to IEW's website. Keep in mind that IEW offers a 100% money-back guarantee on their materials. So if you try them and you need a different level for your student, or the program isn't something that works well for your student for any reason, you can return the materials if you've purchased them from IEW for 100% return. The classes are always recorded and posted in Classroom no later than the following day. So if your student needs to miss class or catch up on part of class, that will always be an option. I also remain after class to answer questions, and I can answer those privately as well. I'm available for parent conferences as needed. You're welcome to book through my Calendly link or to email me at mrsgrubbsteacher@gmail.com. In fact, before classes even begin, if you would like a personalized recommendation on a grammar level for your student, please feel free to reach out to me through email to receive that grammar assessment option that your student can complete just what they can on their own with no help. And that'll give me enough of an idea to be able to share with you which book I think would be the best use of your student's time. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to teaching the PAGY students again this fall.